Ah, welcome. Welcome, everyone. Which button am I pressing here? This one? Welcome to the stream. Let me turn this off. It's gonna drive me crazy. I'm sure it's driving you guys crazy. Listen to that song 3 times in a row. It would drive anyone crazy. It would drive anyone crazy. Um, Thank you all for all the subs. And don't worry about it, Rita. It's okay that you weren't following me quite yet. Don't worry about it. I think that means this means all of our apparently gift subs don't count for founders, which is interesting. But I guess you guys are the last two of the founders, Alaric and Strategos Lucianus. Thank you all for the subs. Thank you, big thank you for subs. The subby wubbies. Apparently there's a hype train. I don't know what that does, but we have a hype train. Unless you continue it before they run out. Got it. Got it. Let's see. What am I doing? What am I doing now? Oh, we have no sound. Okay, so we're gonna play this on quiet. We're gonna play this on very quiet. It was still pretty loud. We're just gonna keep this going for a little bit. What does hype train actually? Listen. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Thank you. We haven't really even started yet. Also, I need a gift sub sound. Thank you, thank you. I've had it for like 3 weeks, but thank you. Meme to encourage people to donate stuff? Got it. Okay, I was not aware. Apparently we have level 1 complete. Thank you so much. I'll have to, after the stream, add a gift sub sound. So we don't have that. Let's see, what to do first? There's so many things that we can do right now. Actually, I'm gonna turn off the music for a minute. Make it a little bit less awkward. It makes it less awkward to know. Got it. Okay, that makes sense. Gotcha. Thank you so much. So what am I thinking? What is my opening preamble gonna be? My opening preamble. I gotta have one of them, don't I? I think I gotta have one of them. So, behind me you see an image. This image is from my favorite DeviantArt account, which is Molly Hale is my friend. I'd recommend checking it out. His content is just wonderful. It's amazing. I mean, how many loaves of bread can the bed of this truck before it can't fit anymore? Have truer words ever really been spoken? I don't think so. I don't think they have. It's very likely that you've actually seen other stuff by this guy, depending on how like much you look at like shitposts. If you've ever seen a picture of the Joker with a surfboard that says "I'm going to drink ocean water," this guy made that. I love his DeviantArt. I'm plugging him here. He doesn't make that much stuff these days because he's like 42 and busy with his life. Maybe, I don't know. But he used to be pretty busy. He's got like thousands of pictures on DeviantArt. Big fan. I'm a big fan of Molly Hale as my friend. Let me actually give you the link. I'll give you guys the link. Please be respectful if you leave a comment. This is my favorite DeviantArt account. There you go. Let's see. Where are we going now? What are we doing now? So we got a couple things we can do. Actually, let me consider what those couple things we can do are. Give me just a second. Give me just a second. Oh man, I didn't really put any. I have all my stuff. I've got all my stuff together that I want to do tonight. But I don't have it in order. Actually, there is one thing I'm going to do tonight because I'm freezing in here, and then it's going to be me turning off that fan. I'll be right back. Okay, that's so much better. It's one less loud thing going on that the filter has to deal with, or whatever. However this stuff works. I don't know how OBS works. It's magic as far as I know. I think it's magic. Dude. Okay, so I think the first thing we will do is, let me check my notes. See what all my notes are. Okay, I think the first thing we're going to do tonight is the uh, naval battle lesson. We're going to talk about the naval battle. You guys on Twitter voted for the boat lesson being about naval battle. I decided to pick one that's relatively unknown. Relatively unknown. Most people like literally have no idea that this ever happened. Like it's pretty unknown. Let me just grab a Vivaldi tab and drop it over there. Thank you, Vivaldi. And we're gonna put on some tunes. We're gonna put on some appropriate tunes. We're gonna use the World of Warship soundtrack. And we're going to no, wrong tab. OBS. I'm gonna set it to that, and then we're gonna put that on. Okay, now we have Vivaldi. And we're gonna fit Azur Lane Hololive Commander's voice samples. What do you guys think about Hololive Commander voice samples? Which ones do they have? Who are these people? That's Hosho Marine? Honestly, I didn't know they had hollows in there. Apparently I received a level 2 hype train emote. I don't know what that means, but cool. Thanks, Twitch. Okay, so we're gonna put on the actual music. So the OST. No, that's not it. It's this one. I'm gonna put on. How loud is this? That's maybe a little bit quieter. Okay, I just need that subtle background sound. Awesome. So before I start my lesson, I want to ask, I forgot to ask, how is everybody here doing tonight? You guys having a good night? You better be having a good night. I appreciate your presence. I'm going to click a thing, and then I'm going to click a thing. Very cool. Okay, and then I'm going to click another thing. And then I click this thing. Where am I? I'm lost. Okay. So I need to open up my this right over here. And then I make it small. And then I make it small. And then I click this. And then I click this. And then I... Okay, so the date is 27th of July. Thank you for the follow, Icterids. Are you a real human? You are a real human. Thank you. Welcome. Cool hat. Where did I get it? I don't know. I got it from the party store. It is October 1st. You're real awesome. Thank you for the follow. I got this hat at the party store. Let me put some text on screen. I'm all over the place. I didn't actually set that much up in advance. I did make a unique scene on OBS. Party time. Text. And it's gonna say something like boat lesson. And it's gonna be all zeros. Just put that there. Hydrate? Okay, I'm gonna have to be right back. You made me have to. I didn't actually get water. I'm gonna have to be right back. Oh. Let's see, where is this? Yeah, was my ice tray sure cold. Yeah. My thingies hurt. Oh, guys, my thingies hurt. My thingies hurt. Oh. Welcome. Let's get back onto this tab. Okay, got my fancy party hat. I am going to move over to this side, and I'm going to just shrink a little. I want to shrink a little. I'm going to shrink down my party hat a bit. Actually, I'm a little bit too little here. We can afford to upscale. Okay, that's a lot better. You did catch me lacking without my water. I got my water now. Where's my water? So, the ships involved in this. There's only 2 ships involved in this battle. Why are there anime girls moaning in my ear? Excuse me. Yeah, there we go. Let's turn that down a little. Okay. Man, my fingers hurt. Crossing your fingers for USS Liberty. Unfortunately, USS Liberty I don't think was around at this point in history. Oh, is my stream messed up? No, my stream is not messed up. So we have USS Mississippi. We have USS Mississippi, which is a... Let me pull my other little tab here. New Mexico class battleship, and the other New Mexico class battleship, USS Idaho, which looks about the same as this. It looks about the same as this. They look the same. So during 1942, the Japanese landed on some of the islands in the Aleutian chain, which is like the stuff leading up to Hawaii, and is technically considered like U.S. It's like U.S. mainland soil. Sort of, kind of. You get the idea. That's home soil, more than Hawaii was at the time. And as it turns out, by landing there, it made us very angry, and they had some trouble with supply. But we sent a lot of ships up there for bombardment and other things, just like making sure they don't send supplies up to reinforce stuff, because there's a lot of really messy land combat going on during that time. So we send, there's a fleet of battleships and heavy cruisers, destroyers, including these 2 battleships. They're old, but they're certainly not bad. They're pretty good for an old battleship. And suddenly they get all these spots on their radar. Radar, I should mention, is very new. I forgot to sip. I'm going to sip. In 1943, radar is still a very new technology. Like, people don't really know how to use it. It doesn't have all its like little freaky little things worked out of it yet. So it's still kind of a little bit troublesome for the guys in charge of making sure it does its job. And they picked up a bunch of unknown radar contacts on the 27th of July, 1943. And they did a lot of shooting at these contacts. They didn't have visual contact, but they fired on where they should be based on radar range finding. And there was no confirmed hits, no visual hits. Again, nobody could see anything that they were shooting at. And in the process of this, they expended 518 14-inch shells, which is about, if each gun has 150 and there's 12 guns on the ship, or 100, that's like almost half of like the ammo on the ship, on between the two. So I guess a quarter of the ammo on each ship. was spent of maximum on what is actually a bunch of birds just floating on the ocean or flying very low to the water. I mean, they had reason. It could have been a Japanese destroyer force or submarine or something. But as it turns out, it was probably just birds. We're not totally sure though. But every July, like a lot of these seabirds called sooty shearwaters or short-tailed shearwaters, which are kind of petrel, they go through Alaska and the Aleutians in July. So it would have made sense if that's what was just a flock of them sitting on the water getting blasted. And eventually, the radar pips just kind of disappeared. All those happy seagull families, they were probably, statistically, most of them were probably fine. They would have taken off after the first shell landed, I think. At least I think so. And this battle is now known as the Battle of the Pips, because of all the little radar pips that showed up. It wasn't like bad that they spent the ammo necessarily on nothing, because it could have been something, so it makes sense. It's reasonable caution. Nobody was hurt. So it all worked out. It all worked out good. Like, there was also very poor visibility to understand it. And as it turns out, there were no Japanese warships within 200 miles of the fleet, so... Or further. Possibly. But yeah, that's the Battle of the Pips. I do have a second battle lined up, but I would honestly just be like straight up reading the Wikipedia summary for it, because I cannot commit it to memory. So I will reward everyone with, what should I do instead of that? Did I go over the Willie D? I have not been over the Willie D. I feel like I should go over something other than the Willie D. Willie D, everybody talks about the Willie D. That's the problem. Like, it's very well known. It Lay Epic failed a bunch. Let's see, some anecdotes about individual ships. I can do that. I can do that. I can use that. I can do that. I believe it was USS Johnson. Now, I'm not actually talking about the battle in which she participated. I'm talking about an event from shortly after her, like the first time she went out to sea at all. I believe it was Johnston. You can read about the specific event in Last Stand of the Tin Can Sailors, which I don't have my copy on hand, and it's been about 2 years since I've actually just reread it, so I don't have it quite committed to memory, unfortunately. But when USS Johnston, or Hull, it's one of the Fletchers. I don't think it was one of the destroyer escorts. It went out to sea. It encountered a bad omen, a very bad omen. And that bad omen is that when it left, I believe, New York, some shipyard in New York, it hit a whale and killed it. They rammed the whale. And they had to send the ship in for repairs, like, right away. That is a bad omen, as it turns out. And a bad omen it was. Considering that the ship involved sank in October of 1944 during the Battle of Samar. I mean, there's like a 3 out of 5 chance that it's one of the ones that sank at Samar. So, I know Johnston and Hull both did, but I don't think all the destroyer escorts did. And it might have been one of them. And as a note, I don't know exactly what the source is for it. But Hornfisher, the author of Last Stand of the Tin Can Sailors, says that the ship's doctor put some blubber in a preserving jar from the whale. I mean, that's interesting. I don't know what he wanted to do with blubber, but have fun with blubber, bro. I don't know. I don't know. Kind of sus. That's kind of sus. Let's see. What other? I I do not remember what Japanese destroyer it is. This is another anecdote that I like. Another anecdote that I really like. Sell it after the war, maybe? Well, I guess, but it's like a jar. It's like a maybe like you know like a mason jar probably. It's like in like 1945 bucks. Like that's like $25 of blubber, which is like 250 today. But I don't know. Adds flavor or something? Maybe it is. It is like good fat. There is a lot you can do with blubber, but I don't. I just think he wanted to have it as like a specimen. Hi Hexus, there's a party going on here, and so you're here to crash it? Okay. Based. Hello, Airman Joker. Look at this blubber from a whale that fucked up my ship, lol. Exactly, bro. That is more or less what happened. Or that could have actually been it, yeah. There's another story. I saw it on Wikipedia, so take it with a grain of salt, and I cannot re-find it. So either it's been edited out of the article it's in, or I can't search the text of Wikipedia pages that well. But there's a Japanese destroyer that in 1943 or 44, it was strafed by a B-17. The imagery of this is weird on its own because it's not really the graceful kind of aircraft you imagine strafing. This is what I remember from a Wikipedia entry. And in the process of this strafing, I don't know how many runs this B-17 made, but it made at least one. Apparently it killed like 10% of the destroyer's crew. Like it killed like 23 people. Somehow. I don't know how they did it. Like if I like type in like did the ball gun turret gunner just point it downwards and yeet it? Maybe? B-17 strafe destroyer. B-17s were used for strafing a lot in the Pacific. Whole 9 yards. Yeah, I think it's the Battle of the Bismarck Sea in 43. Strafe. Let's see. Some afternoon during the Battle of Bismarck Sea, did it just do a pylon turn AC 47 173 130 style? I think it's more likely it's just the ball gunner and anyone else who could point the gun at the target at like low altitude, like 300 feet or so probably. So if this is the instance I'm thinking of, 16 B-17s, 5 Australian Beaufighters, and 10 B-25 quote-unquote strafers. So I guess that just means they have a lot of machine guns. With 11 P-38s attacked some destroyers and convoys in the Bismarck Sea off of Papua New Guinea. One destroyer was set on fire in the process, and one sank. I think the one that sank was bombed. They were both bombed, I'm pretty sure. But the machine gun was, like, it's specified to have done that to the crew. Let's see, can I find this Wikipedia page? Bismarck Sea. What are like 1250 cals? If it was the solid nose? Yeah, that's what, yeah. It would be the B-25s doing most of the work there, because they do have all the 50s in the nose. Strafe. B-17 strafing. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So I believe that the ship that was hit, I will have to check its individual Wikipedia page, is the Shirayuki, which was everyone in the bridge was killed by strafing because it doesn't have armor in the bridge. Japanese destroyer, it would be the Fubuki class. Sank in the Bismarck Sea. Viewfighter was also very, very nasty in that regard. Yeah. It was just solid, just a group of attack aircraft, and that it could also do skip bombing. They did a lot of skip bombing too. So it isn't really mentioned. Okay, so I don't think this is actually. I don't think it's Shirayuki. Shirayuki was skip bombed according to Wikipedia and then sank. So it wasn't really strafed. It's not the cause of all the damage. So who was it? Who was it then? Yeah, that's like what it is. That's totally what it is. But um, um, um. PT boats crippled a vessel. Yukikaze escapes unscathed, mostly. Man, that sucks. I legit can't find it. That sucks so bad. Oh well. Oh well. But yeah, it was just a guy just laying hate, laying hate. Other boat topics that I can do right now. Sorry I couldn't find it. That's a mess. This is becoming a hell stream faster than I'd like it to. So I think we're gonna change up what we're doing in a minute to the next step of my master plan. The next step of my master plan. This is a pretty lengthy segment. So we're gonna do the. My notes are incomprehensible, but I'm gonna work off of them. So we're gonna do the lore segment. I don't know how to say this. Like I don't know how to talk about like this lore segment. Let me. Actually, we're gonna do the lore. We're gonna do the lore later. We're gonna do the lore later. I think we're going to do the lore later. And we're going to do the tier list first. We're going to do the tier list first. We're going to click properties. We're going to do... Actually, we don't even need to keep that. We can just hide that. Actually, we can keep it, and we're going to type in... related to... Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, that looks wonderful. I'm an artist. A performance artist. Bread? What about bread? What are you talking about bread for? Nice? What? I'm scared. I'm so scared. Okay, what's going on over here? I'm just checking stuff like notifications and all. Nothing there. Got a bunch of notifications on here. Let's see. Cool. Awesome. Who's this? Cool. It's Steve 1989. Oh, the bread van. Oh, gotcha. Okay, I see what you mean now. I turned off my head. There can be Wonder Bread shenanigans if you want. I'm not good enough of an artist for that guy though. I can't draw good women, and I certainly am not skilled at drawing deforestation or grocery stores. So that's kind of an issue that we're going to be having if I do end up drawing stuff for that guy. You know, I think part of the reason, he's just don't you love it when I eat on stream? Part of the reason that guy's stuff goes so well. What do you mean that's oddly specific? What's oddly specific? What's oddly specific? Wonder Bread Chads, where we at? Wonder Bread Wonder Bread Chads, we won. You not know about the Wonder Bread Gallia Man Joker? You never heard of him? It's this guy who would pay artists to draw like Pacifica from Gravity Falls, shopping for Wonder Bread, and then like cutting down rainforests and building factories. Yeah, that guy, very based, but I don't have the artistic talent that I need, unfortunately. They want to check tier list. Oh, from Sorrel Souffle tier. So we're going to click this, and then we're going to click copy image, edit, paste into new layer. And then we're gonna start off with this is the we're sorting what kind of boat are you? No. Can I crop layer? I guess I could. Just to duplicate. Well, I could just cut backspace, edit, paste into. Look at that. Look at that. I'm talented. I'm a talented Chuba. This is Daishima. This is good buddy Daishima. I made a thing on Twitter where people would send their PNGs or the reference sheets or whatever, and then I'd put them on here. I only got like 8 responses, so this is going to be a segment that I'm going to draw out as long as I can, honestly. To be completely honest, senpai. I need some more easy whistle to grip. Not bad, by the way. I wish they should pay me. No one knows anyone who works in Nabisco. Whoever owns Ritz, I think it's Nabisco. Send them an email. Say, this Sorrel guy. You should pay him. That'd be awesome. That'd be so awesome. Let's talk this shit. So let me go back to here. We're gonna repaste Dai's reference sheet. I'm gonna repaste Dai's reference sheet here. Now he's got a spoon. He's armed. He's not he's not like a little chump. He's got a weapon. He's got the spoon. And if you know anything about wooden spoons, they hurt. You don't want to be on the receiving end of the wooden spoon. Whoa. Whoa, screen tearing. Look at that. Whoa. It's a wand? No, it's a spoon. That's a spoon. Yes, exactly. You get it, Anbora. That is definitely a spoon. Can you see the spoon? Airman Joker, why are you reading my mind? That's exactly where I was going to put him. Exactly. Fast but painful. He's got that build. So let me get this out. So then we can... Which ship has the most ice cream? In the context of America, at least, not really... Well, that's not true, but... Okay, those aren't gunshots. We're good. Those are... those are fireworks in the back. I don't know if they're picking up. I guess they're really celebrating my stream. Yeah, so light cruiser. What ship has the most ice cream? In America, it's usually large ships, but destroyers sometimes had them if like they could steal them from like a base and put them on the ship. Like USS Kidd has an ice cream machine that it's not supposed to have because destroyers aren't supposed to have ice cream machines. Aircraft carriers and like battleships would. But there were also like ice cream barges at like bases that would just specifically make ice cream, and then they'd put it in like a ship's freezer or something. And that was pretty cool. And there's also like toilet barges, I think, if I remember, for like the same purpose, but for poop instead of ice cream. We're gonna have... We're gonna put die in light cruiser. Who is next on my chopping block of doom? Whoever liked my tweet. Karagi followed me on Twitter. Thanks for the follow on Twitter, Karagi, if you're here. Next up is Lucio Kaiser. Did the fireworks stop? It's been like several minutes straight. Oh my lordy. Keep canvas size. How big is it? It's a pretty big picture. Oh my god. Whoa. Pog champ. Can we get a Pog champ in chat? I'm gonna put a Pog champ in chat. I don't even need to ask. I'm doing it myself. Thank you for the sub, Youngblood Ray. Big thank you, Ray. I'm gonna have to come up with another emote. I think. So this is Lucio Kaiser. I don't know if I've caught one of her streams. Thank you so much for the sub. I just can't stop myself from eating these. They're so good. She's on the lighter end. She's not as Schroyer Or she's not anything that's like, you know, armored. I'm torn. I'm torn between destroyer and submarine. I'm torn between destroyer and submarine. What do you think, Joker? Hmm. Fireworks stop. That's good. Very good. Awesome. Ah. No water fumes from no submarine? Hmm. Well, CV is not a bad idea. Okay, I think CV. I'll go CV. Remember we were for first VTuber? Okay, I don't think put your PNGs in my fridge. So I don't want to just like grab someone's PNGs without the consent. Otherwise they would get like Nanase canes and just put them in submarine. But okay, that's all for now, Sorrel. Let me get the cheese dust off my fingers. That's some good cheese dust. Okay. So we're going to cut off her head. Slice. Get out of here. Get out of here. Edit. Paste. Sticker in aircraft carrier. Awesome. Who is next? Who's next? So we gotta... We got not that many. We don't have that many. But it's okay. Next up, we've got my boy Nezu. He's killing other VTubers. I'm up to my schemes. I'm up to my schemes. I'm adding your heads to my collection. Oh! I don't know what that was, and I apologize. So we got my buddy Nezu. We stand Nezu. Channel mod Nezu. Love how it just like tears pictures into squares and you move them. So I'm gonna be honest, Nezu, that's a pretty easy one. Nezu is an easy one. Nezu. Just MS Paint. I think this is paint.net actually. Is this still the right stuff playing? Okay. Let me just check some for notifications and such. And such. And such. Okay, we're here. So cut. He goes in destroy. He's 100% destroyed. Does anybody disagree with that statement? Is anyone in the jury? Oh, I need to plug my phone in at 2%. Uh-oh. Anyone in the jury disagree? Phone died. Come on. That's stinky. Stinky. Explain? Okay. I thought that was my alert. Let me restart my phone real quick. Okay. So he's like a very lightly equipped fellow, right? He's not a buff guy. He's a base twink. Right? And he's more of like a, you know, he's just a guy in a, well, not just a guy in a hoodie, but he's like in a hoodie. He's cozy. He's comfy, but he's not like, he doesn't have like wings. He doesn't have anything that's like a weapon. Right? And he looks like a speedy dude. He's a speedy little dude because he's like a rat, and rats are quick little critters. And that's why I think destroyer. Sorrel after saying the most inane, bizarre thing possible. That makes sense? Okay. Is this actually a transparent? Why does nobody have transparent PNGs that they post? Make this a little bit easier. Ah, well, you can't win them all. For this one, I think I can just... You know what, let's just... Here's my buddy Spollux. I know where I'm putting him. I already know where I'm putting him. Good boy. Airman Joker, you stole the words out of my mouth again. 100% bullshit. But like the slow old kind. The slow old kind. Why is that? Because he's like a clam. What does clam have? Shell. What is battleship armor of? It's like a shell, bro. Clam. Clam can move back. USS New Mexico. Exactly. Hi, Spicy Peachy. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Mmm. Tasty. I don't think anyone has any complaints with that, that sortage. Have anything over there? No. Okay. Is that a fly? No. Okay. So next up, where did my Freddy go? Next up is Ginga Maho Shonen. Let's see. Edit, paste into layer, keep canvas size. Okay, I don't have to do too much moving around here. So this is Ginga. I believe he's the magical boy. I think so. That or like a contestant from like Yuri on Ice. I'm pretty sure it's the former. Speaking of Yuri on Ice, Fujo Chads, where we at? Where are we at, Fujo Chads? I'm leaning towards Destroyer on this one. Because unlike Daishima, he doesn't have a spoon. Like Daishima is like a Italian like destroyer leader type of light cruiser. Right? Because he's armed pretty well, but he's still got like that destroyer build. This is Fujo Fan Nation that we're in right now. Texas. Look at what text on the screen. You want to say heavy cruiser? Explain. Explain why you think that, Airman. Give me just a second to read what you say. I have OBS open. It's blocking a little bit. Select text color. Oh. Fujos do run the world. You're 100% right. Seems like the independent trick up the sleeve kind. Maybe. Maybe. I'll think. Give me a second to think. No. Ujo friendly zone. Let's grab. Let's grab. Slice, slice, slice. Edit, paste. Independent trick up the sleeve kind. I think I'm going to go Destroyer here. I just think that fits a little bit better. I have to disagree. Next up, there's only 3 left. Next up is... Oh, this is a smaller ref sheet than I thought it was going to be. Next up is Malv. The Doog. You guys know him. He's our guy. He is an Australian. Aussie spotted. Destroy. I think Malv goes in light cruiser. I think Malv goes in light cruiser. He's got like a pointy bit. But he's a different kind than like Dai. He's a different kind. What do you guys think about that? He's got like 30 pixels of tooth there. I don't know. That's what I think anyway. And he has the mother of all wedgies. Yeah, I think that's a good spot. Eh, 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 eh. Excuse me. Okay, so we've got like 2 more. We got 2 more left. We have Where's Twitch? There's Twitch. Flip, save, submit it to VTuber burps. Thank you so much. You should submit them all to VTuber burps because I do a lot of them here. Edit, paste into new layer. We have Navi Angler and, well, weird flex. Have you seen my redeems, bro? I have weirder flexes than that. We all know where he goes. It doesn't even need explanation. Not for me. Oh, gotcha. You mean Alaric putting it in VTuber burps? Okay. So I think I know where the last final one is, and I think he's in the audience right now. That's not the one I clicked. That's not what I clicked at all. I do believe he's in the audience. I think this is a transparent image. Hope it is. I'm gonna be kind of angry if it isn't. It isn't. However, I can just do this. And then do this. It is our man, Gondola Gaming. Now, if you know anything about gondolas, you know that they're speedy little dudes. They get around, they're quick. They're real quick. And they're also capable of rather impressive feats of strength that most others cannot ever hope to achieve. And they are almost always armed and dangerous. So therefore, resupply ship because friend? Perhaps. But have you considered? Have you considered? What do you think about that? Is that a good spot? Hmm. Hmm. Bug out of 10? Excellent. Yeah, I'm not doing anything with text. So, I think that completes this segment. Because nobody else gave me their PNGs on the thread, so. Very nice. Let's see. Awesome. Just pull random ones from Twitter? Okay, I'll do that. That's based. That would be a funny pick now, wouldn't it? Oh, I can't take his. Okay, we're gonna have to go for someone else. Media. Hopefully I don't start playing sounds. Okay, so we're just gonna do it. We're just gonna do it. Ira would be a heavy cruiser. I agree, actually. We're gonna get Iras. They're just gonna throw VTubers on here without permission. Because it's I can do whatever I want. I'm based. So have this really low res picture of Lapin, who I think most would agree. You can throw you on there? Okay. Give me just a minute to get your stuff. Am I pirating NFTs? I am. Listen here, pal. Your Lindsay Lohan limited run for Sona NFT is mine. I just downloaded the picture. You can't win this. You wouldn't right-click a PNG, would you? So there we go, Lapin. I think that's pretty clear. That's a pretty clear categorization. Imagine not printing off and eating the mushroom tokens. I don't even know what that means. That sounds dangerous. Like physically dangerous. Why is my phone lit up? Okay. You're just gonna learn how to do that just so you can make weird stuff with NFT art? Do it, it's based. As long as people buy it. You do need to remember it does like cost money to put the value in the NFT or something, doesn't it? So I don't want that playing. Let's close that. Um what did she make? What did Lapin make? Oh, she did the thing with the tuna. She made the paste. Okay, there's Ira. We're gonna get Ira. We're gonna steal Ira's PNG. It's my PNG now. Seep Chads. We did it. We committed the heist of the century. Paste into new layer. You have a size. So this is her new PNG. I don't know if this is live tuning or not. Now she's a gondola. Let me tell you, I follow some pixel art bots and they retweet NFTs stuff all the time. And I hate this one fucker that does these 20 by 20 headshots and they look bad and bland. I hate that stuff too. I think I know what you're talking about. It looks stinky dinky. Do not make pixel art NFTs ever. Anyone in chat, I will judge you for it forever. So Ira, that just makes sense. Especially her new PNG, that really does it. Okay. Who could be possibly next? Let's see who liked my post. So we got everyone in one category now. So let's see, who else? Who else? Get some people opening new tabs. Let's get him. Okay. So we've got a bunch open now. So next up is an easy one. This is a real easy one. That, yeah, you just see the person and you know immediately where they go. If I can find his PNG on his Twitter. If I can find, what is that? Ugh. He's posting some scary stuff on there. Let's just get it from here. Awesome. And then we go back to Twitch so I can see. And then I close this. So you got Nanase Kane, and he's a fish, so I think it might be a little bit easy to guess what we're putting him. Come on. Come on. Yep, you got it right, Gondola. Submarine. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Okay, you gave me yours. Where did you reply that to? Okay, you probably in the right place. That's awesome. I'll do yours next. Texas. Give me just a second. It's a big picture. edit, paste, shrink. I think you go in. What head ass motherfucker? Or freaker, mother freaker, excuse me. Yeah, that sounds, yeah. That is a wide head. Head width to body ratio. I think you're on this end. You're around here. I think you're around here. Cause like you're like squishy. You're soft, so you're not well protected. But like you're also like ready to like pick up a knife and like stab someone. So I think I'm gonna put you here. That's a good spot. Light cruiser. So I did say that I do Lucianus. Let's see, where is your main PNG? Your main PNG. See, I can just get your Twitter profile picture. What am I saying? Just put a circle in there, bro. You have some battle damage, but you've lived and repaired yourself. That's good. That dude's be a fat mood. Jason, oh, made a square. I'm going battleship because armor. Just because of the armor. The double image. I could split it. I could split it. I could split it. So that goes there. And he goes in Destroyer, because he's got like the glasses. He's scouting ahead. Just like that. And then we just erase this like that. Screening the way? Exactly, bro. You get it. Did I close that one? Looks like I closed this one. Give me a second. Put some snacks in my mouth again. So let's get Atropa's picture. Hold up, you can just split one dude into two? I mean, he is two dudes. A feller in the armor and the other feller with the sick necklace are two separate people. If I do recall. And you can't really just average them out into one category, so you got to split them. At least that's how I see it. See, edit, paste into new layer, a nice Twitter square. This is Atropa, who I'm streaming with next Friday. Zatsudan on Friday. Next 1 week, 7 days. Epic. Yeah, it's clones. They're separate. They're the same guy, kind of, but not totally. Because, you know, clones. Yeah. And, well, one's in armor and one's not. One has... Well, they both have sunglasses, but... One you easily or notice the sunglasses in. I think Atropa... Actually, no, she's got guns. Ooh. I don't know if Atropa fits the categories. Because Atropa could like easily be like a DDG. Yeah, Battlecruiser is actually what I'm leaning towards. You read my mind again, Joker. I don't know how you do it so well. Atropa will go in Battlecruiser. Next up is Rada. Big guns but light armor, yeah. Because she's not like wearing armor, she's wearing like a nice dress. And she's got 2 handguns at least holstered the entire time while streaming. Very impressive. So you got Rada. This is a pretty simple one. I don't think I need to explain too hard. That is big energy. That is like powerful energy. So that's why Battlecruiser. Also like witches on brooms. Speedy. Do Vimes? Okay. I think Vimes will face the same fate as Rada. Just so you know. Give me just a second. It's most femboys. Oh, that's a good one for. That's actually not a. That's not a bad statement, Gondel. I actually kind of agree with you there. Okay. Copy. Close. Because he is. Okay. Yeah, let's go there. Submarine. Vimes, submarine. Easy squeezy lemon peasy. Easy squeezy. I'm almost out of chips. Uh-oh. Next up. Next up. Next up. Woozle. I'm thinking because he's a speedy little animal. And he's got like pointy teeth because he's a ferret. That he should go in light cruiser. Is there any objectives? Objections to light cruiser, Woozle? CC? What does that mean? An aircraft carrier? I have to call him Cruizel? I can do that. If need be. It's a light cruiser. That's my apartment. Light cruiser. Cruizel. Cruiser even. Oh, light cruiser is CL. Heavy cruiser is CA. The C and CV actually comes from cruiser. And the V stands for like the French verb for flight. But I think we're gonna put cruizel in light cruiser. Up next, we have DJ Discotheque, who might be here. I'm not sure if he's here. If you're here, say hi, because you're going to femboy banishment zone. That's just the rules. Femboy sent the submarine. Dems the rules. Checking computer. Checking computer. Checking computer. Okay. Close that tab. Sorrel is a sub too. I'm not a... No. What? No. Have you seen my like live 2D model at all, bro? As I scramble to pull it up. It's not a submarine. It's a heavy cruiser. Supposedly based on the South Dakota class. No, this is different. This is different. This is based on a different thing I designed, actually. The Sorrel boat from the stream on Wednesday is a separate. That's a different Sorrel boat. I could like eventually have a different like PNG of that, but this is different. This is a heavy cruiser. I said something about South Dakota when Splat was making it? I don't remember doing that. I'm sorry. I might have, but there's not really much South Dakota E going on here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, friend. Let's see. Let me put... Actually, let me go to OBS if I want to just do this so I can make it large and then... Yeah, it was like it was months ago, so it makes sense if memory not best about it. Gesundheit. Okay. And then click Control V. And we're gonna go next to Ira. Thank you, thank you. Next up is... Where's my mouse? Okay. Next up is Koopa. Koopa Chanaroo. Koopa. who followed me recently. I don't remember if she followed me on here, but she definitely followed me on Twitter. So, thank you for the follow, Koopa. My sock has a huge hole in it. Wow. Thank you for the follow, Koopa. And I have not been able to catch many of her streams because there are at times, a lot of the